Thanks for staying with us here on Cooking with Louisiana Treasures. What do you think?
Well, let's give it a try here.
We did well. This is delicious. Look how beautiful this is. Your kids will love it.
I agree. And the okra has that nice texture to it.
You have that texture, you have that flavor, right? And look at the chunks of tomatoes, right? Because you like it in chunks.
That's right. I like it in chunks.
And the
you
onions.
taste all the spices in here, so everything is coming together really well. But let me try the figs. Because now we are getting to my favorite part.
The favorite part.
That's really good. That's really good. What do you think?
Taste that, honey?
I taste
taste all that, right?
It is delicious.
All
in there, so I love that.
It's cooked down, and this is very, very, very healthy for you.
That's right. It's very good for you. Now, folks, thank you for joining us for today for Cooking Up Louisiana Treasures, where we made a tasty okra dish, and we also enjoyed some Louisiana figs.
And all these ingredients came from our farmers here in the state, and there are dozens more to pick from year-round. Farming is a critical part of our history and our current economy. And for many farmers, it's more than just making a living.
Someone once said, do what you love and love what you do. I'm convinced those now famous words came to mind after meeting a Louisiana farmer. Farmers like Jim Mizell, who we met earlier in the show, have a pride in what they do that has its root in tradition.
Mizell Farm's actually been around for about 15 years. The Mizell family has been in the area for 5 generations. Started out, my grandparents were actually started out as subsistence farmers and loggers like everybody did over here. And over the years, and maybe right after the Depression, we started in the nursery industry. And we still, to this day, I'm in the nursery business, which is my primary business.
Mizell's farm spans some 50-plus acres in Folsom, Louisiana. Every inch of his land expresses his deep-rooted passion for fresh, local produce and the natural environment that sustains it. That kind of passionate pursuit yields a bountiful crop that's not only edible, it's cultural too. You will experience this culture when you connect directly with your local Louisiana farmers, as Richard McCarthy, Executive Director of the Crescent City Farmers Market, explains.
One of the most exciting aspects of direct sales between farmer and fisher and consumer is that because the contact is direct, both sides get to learn. Similarly, the farmer gets to learn what we consumers want. There's no sense growing products that no one wants to buy. And when you sell through wholesale channels, one of the disadvantages from the farmer's standpoint is the farmer doesn't get to learn what are the new trends in consumer tastes. And consumer tastes are evolving. When I think to when we first started the market, we found that farmers grew products they'd always grown. So it was the southern crops of collard greens, mustard greens, and okra. So collard, mustard, and okra. Now when you look around at what farmers are bringing to farmers markets, it is very much being shaped by what consumers are demanding. So consumers who watch food programs, read food magazines, are becoming much more knowledgeable about the variety of tastes out there. Heirloom varieties, old varieties that were beginning to disappear, like the old strawberries in Louisiana. So you get this wonderful opportunity for shared learning between supply and demand. The other aspect that is so valuable for direct marketing for farmers and fishermen is that it really reinforces the ecology of local economies. When you spend money at a local farmer's market in your community, you're ensuring that that wealth stays within that region. The ecology and the stickiness of that local economy means that when your dollar is spent, it stays there. It gets reinvested there. Therefore, we're actually generating and rekindling local economies through local farmers markets.
The best thing about farmers markets is you get to be so many people, and you get your name associated with a good, fresh, wholesome product. And the people at farmers markets, that you generally see, they want your product. They want to know about your product. They want to know what you grow, how you grow it. They want that relationship with where their food comes from. And that's the best thing about a farmer's market. You get to sit there and talk to the guy or the lady that actually grew that crop from seed to finished product. They can tell you exactly if that plant's ever been sprayed, if it's never been sprayed, problems with it, techniques on helping to keep it fresh and keep it going, and how to use it.
Look out for the next edition of Cooking Up Louisiana Treasures when we meet other farmers, introduce you to more Louisiana-grown products, and we have more recipes for you and your family.
Buy fresh and local is easier than you think, and see what a difference it makes to the flavor and fun of your family meals. And remember, you can get all of today's recipe cards at louisianagrown.com.
That's right. Now make your family meals Louisiana-grown, real and fresh.
This is delicious.